GM, everybody, it's Blake here. As always, none of this is financial advice. Trade and invest at your own risk. This video is designed to get you help prepare for this week's trading. Let's go ahead and get kicked off here with the S&P pulled up here on a weekly time frame. And I want to start a little bit further out as far as a time horizon. So weekly is what we tend to look at when we are investing, the weekly and the monthly time frame. So the weekly time frame has finally closed back inside of the cloud and above the volume weighted average price from the summer high. So this is a significant close that we had on Friday. Now what we want to see is we want to see this following week close above last week's high. If we can get that, I think we definitely have potential room to run to the upside in towards the end of the year. Now, we still need to get back above this cloud before we can start to say this bear market is over, which nicely coincides with roughly the 200-day moving average. But yeah, this is a great close that we had last week. So we are in an uptrend, and I'm going to be watching for follow through this week. So if we go ahead and zoom in on a daily time frame, we've got some levels here that I've highlighted. So these this level indicates the uptrend. So we've been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of uptrend, and you can see us closing above the cloud, which is the 50-day moving average. So this is, again, like I said, very similar to the weekly time frame. This is a significant close this past week. And so we want to see multiple closes above this 385 level. Okay, so if we can hold this 385 and kind of bull flag above this cloud and then make a move, that'd be ideal. If we decide that we want to retest and roll back over, that's obviously also a possibility. So I think anything below the October 24th low would put us back below the cloud, roughly 373 on SPY. So below 373, all bets are off. Potentially back in full bear mode. But like I said, if we can hold this 385, then we could definitely see some more momentum into the end of the year. And I think, it's if you look at what's happening in tech, tech is kind of, just falling off a cliff. We're seeing terrible earnings, but the market is still holding up. We've got the Dow Jones, which is just crushing it. We've had, industrials and banks and energy leading, which has helped keep this market, from really capitulating and rolling over for quite some time. So this week, like I said, I'm going to be looking for continuation. Ideally, I would like to see a couple days rest and then a move higher. These are some levels that I have in here that I'm targeting if we can get above this last week's high. So if we can get back above Friday's high, 390, 400, and then 411 if we can clear these levels. Just some fib retracements that I have in here. So some levels where I will potentially be scaling some profits since, we've been long since this uptrend. All right. So I said the Dow was leading, and it is. The Dow is extremely strong. Let me go ahead and take some of these drawings off here, clean this up. But the Dow Jones is showing relative strength. So, if that continues, definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on. NASDAQ, we've had a strong day on Friday, but still, lagging overall in the market. You can see we're still below the summer high of the anchored VWAP, but we're still above this pivot low, this anchored VWAP. So kind of, in a pinch here. Once again, it's not leading. It's not getting a lot of my attention. We're focused on, the SPY, the Dow Jones, energy, banks, but that doesn't mean that, tech can't play catch up. So if we start to see, the S&P bull flag above the cloud and make a move higher, we could definitely see some names in the NASDAQ play catch up. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is bull flagging above the cloud. So 10 and 50 day, we have a bullish twist. So this is great. We are in a weak uptrend, but the macro trend is still down. We're still below declining 200-day moving average. So still in a bear market, nothing to get too excited about. Similar thing with Ethereum, running into some resistance at the anchored VWAP from the April high. And you can see we're kind of just, again, bull flagging above the cloud between these two VWAPs. And so, yeah, if we can start to see some more momentum and closes above this pivot from September, 17, 1800. Yeah, I think we could see more of a continuation on ETH. I still do prefer ETH to Bitcoin. It's been relatively performing better than Bitcoin. So keep an eye on crypto. We are above the cloud, but there's nothing really, in my opinion, to get too excited about just yet. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up with the market here. So just to recap, the S&P closed strong last week. We're above the summer anchored VWAP, so this is the volume weighted average price. And we also closed above the cloud. Like I said, if we can hold above the roughly 385 area, I think that this continuation has legs to potentially, 390, 400, 411 area on SPY. Now, on the flip side, if we get below the October 24th low, roughly call it 373 on SPY, again, all bets are off. That would be, a failed breakout and back below the cloud again. So that would not be a good sign for the market. So keep a close eye on price. Price is going to tell you, what your odds are. Right now we are in an uptrend. So, if you're not long, there's going to be some plays from the playbook this week. And we'll see you on the open.